we are going to drop down all the way down to the 11th row, which starts off with 111, which is man. And in particular is the S man, and number 112 is the S woman, and 113 is the beast woman, and 114 is the beast man. Now we have all four of those within us, which is to say that the S man means that the S within us that goes forth, the spiritual man, the spiritual person who we are, our spirituality, our spiritual going forth in our spirit, that's 111. 112 is the receptive part of the spirit. And 113 is the feminine aspect of the beast within man, within his animal nature. And 114 is the male aspect of that. Essentially, the 11th row, what it means, or the 11th, we know what 11, we've talked about what 11 means. 11 means a reflection of the foundation, a duplication of the foundation. But it's the lower, it's the ground level, so to speak, compared to a higher foundation. What's the reflection of? Well, this row, the 11th row down here, is a reflection of this first row up here. And it's the most objective form of this row up here. Because remember, it goes from subtle to overtness. We can interpret what we know already, what we talked about already, what 111 means. One of the things that it does mean is it's the foundation, the one that comes out of reflection. And so the masculine aspect, the ne aspect, the spiritual ne aspect, the spiritual going forth aspect of him, of an individual, is to set a foundation. He is the foundation. Ah was the foundation up here, the going forth, the unseen going forth. Now in 111, it's our own spirit, our own soul, our own whatever we are going forward, but the S within us, the spirit within us going forward. That's 111. Because it's the foundation that comes out of this reflection up here, this 11 up here. Well, for you it would be over here if you're looking at the chart there. And 111 would be down here, and 112, 113 and all that. 11 was the reflection of that foundation, and the duplication of that foundation, the lower aspects of that foundation. And so here, this reflection, this lower foundation, this is the individual person, then is a reflection of the up here, the individual spirit that each person has. But now, when we say individual spirit, we also have to bear in mind that a group of individuals also has a collective spirit, and therefore that collective person can be thought of as being an individual, because that group will differ from another group who also has a collective, is a collective person, and has its own individuality. But we're talking here now about the spirit that goes forth from our spirit. That's the 111. That's the Gan, as it was taught in the ancient days. And man goes forth. 112 is the wisdom that comes out of reflection, which is the S, the feminine, the receptivity within us, the S receptivity. And we can continue on all the way, but what we're interested in is we're interested in number 118. So we have an 8 that comes out of the reflection, 8 that comes out of the facsimile foundation, we could say, because that's what 11 is, a sort of a facsimile of the foundation of Ah. So that fits right in with what we're talking about for 111. So that's the foundation that comes out of reflection, but it's also the reflection that comes out of the foundation, the 11 that comes out of the 1. And 112, which is the S feminine aspect of S within us, that is the GAN that comes out of the foundation. And that name of it is Magan. And if we think about Magan, Magan means the female, the S female part, and the GAN, but also because we have this outer expression, this outer form is either male or female, or tends toward one of those in the case of an Aisu, then we're called either, male or a female. But the females, recall, are the ones who bear the children, who have the womb. And insofar as man is concerned, well, out of the foundation comes man. And that's out of the woman's womb comes man. What we're looking at is 118. Because that's the 18, the hack, that comes out of the foundation. And if we look at 118, we'll see it's the Dahai symbol, the Dahai symbol. And the Dahai symbol is the stairs. We can call it the stairway to heaven. In some of the esoteric teachings of the past, the secret teachings of the past, the initiation teachings and so forth, we were taught we go step by step up to the light. Well, that's still true to this day. We walk step by step up to the light. But where do we climb? We have to climb the stairs. And what stairs do we climb? That's 118 is the Dahai. And what 118 means is the Dahai is always there. The way up out of a situation is always present. If we don't see it right away or perceive it, we need to search for it and find it, but it's always there. There's always a way onward and upward. And so we have to find that. That's the Dahai. And it's that we need to consider when we're thinking about number way up here and number 18 up on that second row, starting with GAN and then going over here to 18. Because GAN here is, the emphasis is on humanity, man per se, you could say, the species man. But the species man also includes individuals. And so we're also included in that, so that the emphasis there in GAN is to humanity per se, whereas the emphasis down in 111 and 112, 113 and 114 is the emphasis upon the individual components of humanity.